Family, we've heard this narrative about America. We've heard about this over and over again, that America is not a safe place to work. But for a South Korean, this is much more deeper because of the recent happenings. A South Korean recently said that America is not a safe place to work. And this is because of the shocking immigration raid in the U.S. state of Georgia. Family, a few weeks ago, U.S. immigration agents carried out a massive raid at a Hyundai LG electric battery plant being built in Georgia, part of America's big green energy push. More than 475 workers were detained, and about 300 of them were South Korean nationals. Now, this is what is wild. These were undocumented people, right? Sneaking into the country. That wasn't the case. They were skilled technicians, engineers, and machine installers. People who were flown in legally by South Korean companies to help work on this new plant. But instead of being treated like professionals, some of them were handcuffed, chained, and thrown in prison. I mean, ICE agents hovered around the building, going in as though it was a military operation, seized phones, they weren't able to make calls, their families had no idea where they were. It was something else. And this man is out to say that America is not a safe place. Let's watch the video.
이렇게 남아서 이러고 싶은 사람은 없었을 것 같아요. 지금 이렇게 상황 겪고 나서는 다음에도 다시 나갈까라는 생각도 좀 들기도 하고, 일단 비자는 어떻게 될지 모르겠지만은 굳이 좀 뭐 다시 나가야 될 사람은 또 나가야 되겠지만은, 근데 지금 아직은 뭐 생각을 좀 해봐야 되겠습니다.
C C C
Family, when some of them finally got home, that's to South Korea, they described the experience as humiliating. They were treated as prisoners of war. But family, let's think about it, right? You were sent to a particular place to work by your country. You have your paperwork, everything intact, only for you to be treated as a threat, only for you to be deported because someone felt that they were being violated. I mean, this white woman felt she was helping them find work opportunities and that where they were wasn't safe or they wasn't good enough. Let's watch this video.
I just want to say for all the haters, just wait until the rest of the story comes out about this raid. And the other information that I passed along about some other factories has a little bit to do with human trafficking and people being brought here against their will to this country, basically put in slave labor. It's all going to come out. It's going to come out probably if there are dead bodies buried at some of these places because they didn't want to call the police and let them know that they were hiring illegal labor. That's all going to come out. But imagine being mad. I didn't have anything to do with the Korean aspect of it, but I don't like modern day slavery. That is not okay. But imagine being someone who reported your neighbor for not covering their face up in 2020 or because they left their yard during a curfew. Okay, but then being enraged because somebody reports literally people's lives being endangered. And that doesn't make me a racist. And I'm sorry, but the people that align with me agree with me. And that's what matters. And everything that's going on is what I voted for. This country needs to be cleaned up.
Now, family, here's the irony. This plant that ICE raided was supposed to help the US compete with China in electric vehicle production. So whose loss was it? South Korea or the US? And when news got out, the government of South Korea wasn't happy about this, about the way the US treated their professionals who came to help them build this plant in Georgia. And mind you, this plant was supposed to produce jobs for the people of America. Well, see what happened? Because a woman felt that labor was being violated, that they were being used, even without carrying out her own investigation. Well, that happened, and this is what this man has to say about it. That America, no matter what happens, be you a legal migrant or not, is unsafe. Now, family, for those of you in America, what do you have to say about this? Is this man's claim true or not? Although we know that due to deportation, some people are actually scared for their lives, even though they are legally based in America or legally working there. Some people are actually scared. So what do you have to say about this story? And honestly, when that happened, when this woman felt she was the whistleblower, they would have just confirmed if these South Koreans were actually in America illegally before chaining them like criminals and throwing them in prison. What you have to say about this story, comment your thoughts, and do not forget to share, like, subscribe, and turn on your notification button. My name is Lynient Akotonou.